I'm Urza47, and welcome to another episode of Urza Enters the Arena. Currently we sit at 9 wins and 2 losses. Not quite as good as the last time I did some arena recording where I got to 11-0 before finally finishing 12-1. Let's take a quick look at the deck, a Paladin deck that I constructed. Blessing of Wisdom I've gotten a lot of value with over the course of this particular run. I've actually used both of these on the same creature once, and then got multiple attacks in with it at 2 cards apiece. Very, very tasty. Outdoor Peacekeeper is always a great card to have. Questing Adventure has not really done much except been a taunt, really. Wolf Riders have been useful. The Windsilver Champion is always useful. Cult Master I've gotten also amazing value out of. I think I got like 6 cards off of him once. Twilight Drake, which is sort of like a Yeti, but not quite. Check the YouTube video description for a link to the complete draft, where you can see the order in which I picked these cards as well as what I turned down in order to get them. So without further ado, let's jump into the game.
Urza versus Thrall.
It's the Unknown Shaman. Are we still connected? Possibly? Maybe? Okay, well that still works. Okay, well nobody's here. I'm gonna bust the windows out on this place.
Your opponent's left.
No, did I just win doing nothing? Okie dokie, that's one way to win. Well, let's try again. I think that's the first time I've ever had a disconnect victory in the arena before.
Urza versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, now we have an actual game. Blessing of Wisdom's not an early game card, and I already have a better 3-drop in Harvest Golem. Hopefully we can draw into a 2, and we do. We draw into an excellent 2, the Fairy Dragon.
Well met.
Hello.
Mana Worms are so annoying. Oh, I can play a Knife Juggler instead of the Fairy Dragon. We'll go for the Fairy Dragon. Mostly because versus a mage, it's likely he has a spell of some sort. Raging Workin. That is not a good thing. That is not a good thing at all. Normally I would play the Harvest Golem here, but with that looming, because this is going to be 8 damage on my opponent's turn, because he can just ping it and turn it into a 4-2 and Wind Fury, and that'll be 8 damage. Because of that, we're going to play the Knife Juggler. That is capable of trading for it, because the Harvest Golem isn't.
Cleanse the Sunwell.
Okay, that is a play I had not foreseen. Okay, so there's a couple of plays here I could make. One thing I'm looking at is I could play a guy and use the Sun Fury Protector to give it taunt.
Let me think.
He'll probably attack into it with this, and then I'll take 10 damage. That's not very good. 10 damage is a lot. That's a lot of damage. And I can't play this yet. Okay. We'll go for the True Silver Champion.
Justice!
Because 10 damage is too much. I cannot take that much damage this early. Woefully inefficient, but you know, it's take the 10 damage, and he's still there next turn. Okay, that Water Elemental is very annoying, given that if he hits me with it, I won't be able to swing my True Silver Champion.
Wonder.
I could hit this and play the Fen Creeper. Alternatively, I could play the Harvest Golem and a guy. Harvest Golem and a guy doesn't seem very attractive because it just dies to the Water Elemental.
For justice!
I think I'm behind currently because I have 5 cards to his 6, and I also have a life deficit. However, this taunt ought to help me stabilize somewhat. Oh, that's not what I want to see. Yeah, as he's demonstrating, he can get a lot of free cards. Oh, and I can't even kill it because he froze my thingy. Oh, crap. He's gonna get another free card out of that, and there's nothing I can do about it. I could play the Frost Elemental. Or I could play the Harvest Golem and a guy. I could play the Harvest Golem, a guy, and I could Blessing of Wisdom this. Which means he would have to give me a card if he attacks with it. Given how behind I am, I think I really need to try to cash in this for multiple cards. So we'll just play this.
Move quickly!
So unless he has a spell, he can't kill the Fen Creeper this turn. Which means I can Blessing of Wisdom my Elemental, attack with it, next turn.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Versus a mage, an ogre mage obviously is dangerous. And I'm so annoyed that he's getting another free card for that, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Let me think.
Playing a 7/7 here is kind of dangerous because all that might do is be he might polymorph it or something. So my plan here is to play Wetsing of Wisdom, Harvest Golem, and a guy. Wait a minute. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I don't have enough to do all of that. Yeah, sure. We'll play this, and we'll play the guy.
Reporting for duty. I must move quickly.
Not too concerned with that. I hope he doesn't have a Arcane Explosion, because a buffed Arcane Explosion is very dangerous against this board here. Okay, so I can play the Bodyguard and change this guy's attack to 1. I'm a little bit loath to do that because he might have some humongous card that it would be better used on. I could play the Bodyguard, the Booty Bay Bodyguard.
Let me think.
But playing the Bodyguard by itself seems... because he'll get a good trade for it, and I don't want to do that. A better play doesn't call out to
Get
me.
behind
Follow
me.
the route.
Very clever. I can use this to kill something.
I wonder.
Probably the Mana Wraith. I can kill the Mana Wraith, and then either the card or one of these I can play to follow it up. That's actually an excellent card to draw to follow it up.
You gotta be kidding me!
Last warning.
We'll go to the face with that because...
Pass me that arc light spanner!
Because he would make that trade. If I didn't. And so I got an extra 3 damage.
My eyes.
Versus a mage, you really don't want to reduce your minions to 1 health. Because if you do, you might as well write them off. Okay, my minions are still super expensive thanks to that, this thing. I'm actually in very worrisome straits right here, because even if I... Well, we might as well just do that now.
How you doing?
The issue is, at 14 health with 5 on the board, I mean, he might have a Pyroblast or something he can kill me with next turn. Therefore, I am going to do the following. I'll play a guy,
Reporting for duty.
and I will give these guys
Shield
taunt. Now you have to trade them off. And this protects me against the Pyroblast in this edition. I'm okay with that trade because I can just kill it next turn with the Storm at Night.
I am not a morning person.
Given how badly I need cards, the Cultmaster Stormwind Knight combo seems okay.
Let me think.
Well, actually, no. This thing wouldn't die, which makes it a little awkward. So I could just play this, and the +1 here doesn't actually help me much.
Let me think.
So actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Stormwind Knight here.
For honor. Reporting.
Play a guy and buff it.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Normally I like to use that battle cry on a minion that's about to attack, but given how much board supremacy he has, it's unlikely I'm going to be able to do that. And I was rightly afraid of that last turn. That's basically the same kind of deck that I took 12-1 against in some of my earlier videos. Stuff like the Raging Worgen, you can get a ton of damage out very early. The Acolyte of Pain you can ping for free cards. Some extra spell damage is always great in Mage. But anyway, thanks to somebody's computer crashing or something, I have 10 wins, which ought to get a pretty hefty prize. Okay, in box number 1, a pack of cards that you get even at 0 wins. In box number 2, a Golden Equality. I guess that's okay. Not a big fan of Paladin and Constructed, but if nothing else I can dust it, but I'm not a big fan of dusting golden cards because by and large I have everything I want, except for some legendaries, and those, you know, I already have the really important legendaries that a lot of decks are built around. Okay, so on to box number 3, 170 gold pieces, and in box number 4, 80 dust. Okay, that's kind of an underwhelming haul considering 10 wins. But who knows? The pack might have a golden legendary in it. Always a possibility. Good card for Priest. No doubt I already have a bunch of those. Already have one, and a second actually isn't that great. So that might be dust possible. I think I already have 2 of those. It's pretty rare to find a common these days that I don't already have 2 of. Well, that'll do it for this episode. That'll do it for that arena run. Join me next time for more exciting high-stakes arena action. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed watching it. And check out Urza Command's The XCOM Project, which you can also find here on YouTube. I'll see you later.